Justin Trudeau's utter hypocrisy. I'm Brian Lilly for the Rebel.media. Oh, thy offense is rank, as Shakespeare would say. Justin Trudeau is down at the United Nations. He's there to receive an award from a gender equity group. He's there talking about Canada joining the UN Security Council again. At least he wants us to. But while he was giving one of his speech to a women's organization at the UN, he actually talked about how Canada should be pushing companies to be more transparent and show how many top-level executives they have in their senior ranks.
On CEOs and boards, I mean, there's a number of different things. You can try and impose quotas, and some places have done that to various degrees of success. But one of the things that has shown effectiveness is actually just making people report explicitly on the gender balance within their organization, within their boards at the highest levels. If you're forcing that part of their public disclosure and their annual reporting to shareholders or whatever, that they're explicitly talking about where the gender balance is, that incentivizes positive behavior in meaningful ways. So there's all sorts of things that we need to do, we need to continue to work on.
Now, what's interesting about this is that Trudeau makes these comments. He wants companies to be forced to publish these types of statistics, try and force them to put more women in the top ranks. He is in the middle of repealing two pieces of transparency legislation, one for unions and the other for First Nations. That's right. Trudeau's first orders as government were to repeal the First Nations Transparency Act, the one that said if you're a native band getting a pile of government money, you're going to tell the government and the public, therefore, how that money's being spent. What are all the big ticket items? Who's getting paid what? But Trudeau didn't like that because, well, the Chiefs didn't like it. And whether the people on reserves liked it or not, the Chiefs didn't. And the Chiefs were the ones backing Justin Trudeau and the Liberals. So poof, that's gone. Then he's got another piece of legislation that actually repeals not one, but two different union transparency laws. One allows workers the right to certify or decertify a union by secret ballot, something it's the only way we elect federal officials and has been since 1874. And the other piece of legislation it repeals was the one that said unions, which is a group of organizations given special tax treatment status, favored status. Well, Bill C-377 forced unions to be transparent about how their money's being spent. Trudeau didn't like that bill because his union boss friends didn't like it, even if the actual union members and workers had said they agreed with it. They wanted to know how their money was spent. So it's an interesting juxtaposition. Companies need to be more open and transparent because it's 2016, because it's women's issues, but not unions, not First Nations leaders. This comes down to Trudeau's worldview. You can agree or disagree with the idea that companies need more women in their senior ranks or on their boards. I don't see why you wouldn't have a good number of women on those boards. But Trudeau speaks about this as symbolism. It's a progressive issue for him, so he's going to back it. It also allows him to show that he's going to take on big companies. He's going to show those big companies, who mostly back liberal and progressive causes anyway, he's going to show them that he's boss. This is about optics and nothing else. But the hypocrisy on display from Justin Trudeau as his government continues to repeal transparency legislation for their friends and allies, well, that is simply too much to take.
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.